You dog,
Huh?
you are so lucky you started the podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to We Hate Sports, episode 261. Got the usual cast here, minus PC tonight, who unfortunately had to work. But we got my boy Jello, we got my boy Gianni, and my brother Bam. We got some questions here tonight, touching a little bit on the NFL. Got an NBA question in there. Let's get this started, ladies and gentlemen. So let's start with question number one. What are your expectations for the Lakers now that Luke and Reeves are expected to miss a significant amount of time as we approach the playoffs? Bam, I'll start with you.
Extremely unfortunate. Extremely unfortunate. I heard that they overseas getting injections. I don't know how much that's going to help, but um, either way, Braun is 41. Can't depend on a 41-year-old Braun and DeAndre Ayton to get you far in the playoffs. So you don't ever want to really count Braun out, but I don't know, man. It's a stacked East right now. Uh, Actually, hold on, because they're going against a Wolves team with no Ant. So that series is just going to be, I don't know, man. Julius Randle versus Braun. I don't know if I want to watch that or not. But either way, without Luca and AR, second round at most. Because what do you do? What do you do after that? So it's just very unfortunate timing for the Lakers.
It's over, bro. We are a pack. I'm hitting this Luca and this AR pack. I don't know if I can smell it. Smells kind of good, bro. Smoke on a little granddaddy fur. But, bro, like Bam said, it's over, bro. It's over. This is the saddest shit I think I've ever experienced as a Lakers fan, bro. And I experienced Kobe going down, bro, with the ACL injury before Kobe became washed. I experienced a lot of shit, dog. Robert Sacre in my fucking starting lineup, having to watch that season, bro. Like, dog, I experienced a lot, bro. But this shit right here, bro, I didn't have a lot of expectations for us in the playoffs anyway. But I damn sure for sure expected us to at least get out the first round, make it a battle in the second round. And if we were lucky enough to get to the Western Conference Finals against who I believe will be the Oklahoma City Thunder, may the best man win in that series, bro. But dog, this is sad, bro. Like Bam said, you can't. When I got to depend on the Jake LaRavia and Luke Kennard in my starting lineup. So I'm not even gonna say his name. I'll just say DA. Um, it's sad, bro. It's just really sad. I'm trying my best to like hold this shit in, bro. It's over, bro. And I think Bam said we'll end up most likely playing the Timberwolves. I don't think Ant is supposed to be in that series either, Bam. This is about to be the worst first round matchup in the end that we possibly ever seen in our entire lives, bro. Like every single starter just seems to be out, dog. Right? At least the superstars are. So Bam said you can never count out a LeBron James in the playoffs, brother. I'm counting out a 41-year-old LeBron James in the playoffs. It's over now. It is over. It's so over now. I will say this though: if we somehow get out of the first round against the Timberwolves, which I don't believe, I just believe that they still, even though they won't have Aaron out there, I still believe that they have a lot more weapons than we do. Because we're missing our two superstars, we're missing our two highest scores, our two superstars on the team. So when you're missing your two best players, bro, I mean, I can't think of any situation where teams come out on top in the playoffs where they're missing one of their players, let alone two of them. So if we somehow make it out of the first round, like I said, hypothetically, and we get to the second round, I do expect AR to possibly be back. I do expect Luka to 100% be back. And then it gets interesting from that point on. But like I said, bro, it's sad. Bro. It's over, bro. I don't even know if I'll be watching any playoff games, bro. 'Cause I don't want to see OKC keep just continue to advance and knock out every team in the playoffs. I don't care about. I have no faith in the Rockets. I don't want to watch the Nuggets. Like, bro, go ahead, Joe.
Hey, Lakers fans, how y'all doing?
Brother, you are a Rockets fan. Before you even start talking shit,
Quiet
remember
down.
that, brother.
Quiet down. You had your chance to speak. It's my turn. All honestly and truly, I actually feel for y'all Lakers fans. Um, y'all, y'all had a tough break. Y'all had an interesting season last year. You know, it was a lot of ups and downs, and it kind of seemed like y'all was putting it together. Shout out to Luca because he was having an MVP caliber year. I definitely had Luca for MVP before was getting hurt. Yeah, yeah, Luca over Wemby. But after that, you know, in spite of all of that was going on, I was hearing
Hold
so
on,
many.
hold on, hold on.
What?
Wimby isn't in the fucking conversation right now.
Wemby is in the
Nigga said
conversation.
Luca over Wimby. Fuck
What?
Wimby. Wimby is
What?
Wimby has played the least out of every MVP candidate. Luca over Shea, okay, I get that. Wimby, fucking Wimby, get the fuck out of here.
Wait, so what are you saying? You saying Wemby isn't in the conversation or Wemby number one?
Wimby is 3 or 4.
What? He's like he got the highest odds right now. What are you talking about?
Bro,
Motherfucker, talk
the
about
man went
odds.
to a press conference, bro, and basically, bro, he basically sent his way. You remember how Joel Embiid won that? Like you, bro, if Wemby gets
That's
the MVP, if Wemby gets the
that's not
MVP
the
this season,
same.
dog, it's
That's
gonna
not
be
the
How is it
same
not?
as
that, bro.
crying his way
Bro,
to an MVP award.
bro, it's gonna be an asterisk
He's
on that
dropping.
shit, bro.
He dropped 40 in that next game.
Cool.
Well,
One
40
good,
40 and
Good
good
for
18.
for
him.
him.
He dropped
Congrats.
40 and 18 the
I
next
think
I
I
would,
think
game.
Wemby
and
is
you know,
better.
and you know who the competition was, bro? Tell me who the competition was, bro. It was two dog shit teams that he
That's
played against,
not the
two dog shit
point.
centers.
That's not the
He
point.
did what he was supposed to do, bro.
And he's supposed to show out exactly what he's doing.
Bro, do you realize this nigga has, bro,
He got
for a
Steph.
majority of the
He got
season,
Stephon Castle and friends
bro?
as
I get it,
as a
but do you
supporting
realize
cast.
the
Come on,
majority?
bro.
Wait, Marcelo, do you realize the
Now
majority?
we gonna act like the Spurs ass that was Stephon Castle and friends. We gonna downplay the Spurs now. That's what we're
Okay.
gonna do.
Okay. So
The
Shay
nigga
got
has
who?
not played
Shay got
40
who?
minutes
Lou
per
Dort.
game this
He
season, bro.
got huh?
The nigga has not played a 40-minute game this season, and for the entire CD, averaged less than 30 minutes played per game, bro.
So what? And he been showing out in them 30 minutes.
He's 7'6", brother. I would
Okay.
expect him to do
Can
that,
you
brother.
okay? And guess
Nigga, you know,
what?
bro, we know how much I love Wimby, bro, but I'm not finna sit here and act like he should have. He's not number 3 in the race. It's Shea. It was Shea and Luka. That was
Shay
it, bro.
and Luca. It
It
was
was Shea
Wemby
and
and
Luka.
Luca.
That's what the
No, it
odds
wasn't.
say, bro.
No, it wasn't.
My
No, it
eyes,
wasn't.
nigga. My eyes, nigga. Tell me it was Luka or Shea, bro.
What?
Actually, if we being completely honest, it was Shea, Luca, and Nikola Jokic up until like
I
the
will
last
put Wimby.
No,
I will put Wimby over
no.
Nikola.
Let's
I will
stop
put
playing,
Wimby
Yeah,
over
bro.
Jokic.
I agree. Wemby over.
Yeah, Wimby over Jokic, bro.
Yeah,
That
definitely.
So
nigga shooting.
so
He's shooting
so
terrible numbers,
so
terrible
we talking
percentages. But
about
we
okay,
basically not
okay.
talking about it because he's averaging
Let's
a
scratch
triple
this.
double.
Let's scratch this. Let's scratch this. Is Wemby is the Spurs a 2 seed without Wemby?
No, but they're still the
So
top six.
is
Probably still the top
OKC a
six
They're
one
team.
seed
top
without
six?
Shea?
Probably still the top 16.
Be serious.
I
Who's the
think
top
that
6 teams right now? Lakers, OKC, Houston.
Mm-hmm. Uh
Who else is there? Who am I
Denver,
missing?
Mini.
Denver. I will put that.
Minnesota,
They would damn sure be better than Minnesota for
Houston.
sure.
Yeah, for sure, for sure, for
For
sure.
Well, it's like
sure.
this.
They'll be top
Okay,
6.
Yeah,
like
they'll be top
this.
six. But barely, borderline. Come on
Spurs.
now.
I don't even know about borderline, bro.
It will be borderline for sure.
No Ant.
Without Wimby,
Without Wimby, that's still a really good team without Wimby. Like obviously, but that's like taking.
we got
Actually, no, because
Steph.
I mean, look, if you take. So wait,
We get a sidetracked. That's a
when you
conversation
yeah
for
yeah
another
yeah
day.
you're
That's
right,
a
bro.
conversation for another day.
You're right.
Um, long story short, y'all had a great season. I really did feel for Luca. Luca is actually one of my favorite players. I hated that he did go to the Lakers. That yeah, that kind of hurt my soul. But for the most part, yeah, I feel for y'all. I feel for y'all. I actually do. Y'all had such high hopes. Y'all felt like it was finally coming together. And in a 2 day span, it just crashed. It took a nosedive, man. I'm talking about. I'm hearing
You
I'm
say you
here.
feel for us, but you over there smiling hard as shit, brother. You happy as hell right now, nigga.
I
I
don't
can't
even
help.
know why he. I don't even know why he happy.
I
I don't
can't
get
help
it.
it. I can't help it.
What are you happy about?
If you didn't know from recent years, y'all, I am actually the biggest Lakers hater of all time. But it has nothing to do with the Lakers. It's all strictly fans. Basically, I'm the Stephen A of the Lakers, if you want to put it that way. But yeah, anyway, yeah. Y'all had high hopes. I'm sorry that it crash landed, but yeah, it's over for y'all. I'm so sorry.
Y'all had high hopes. Y'all was talking about second seed. And y'all about to Nuggets about to whoop your ass.
No, they not.
Nuggets gonna put dick in y'all.
Bet.
They gonna put dick in
Bet.
y'all. They gonna
We
beat
we
the
making it
shit
through
out
them.
y'all.
We
Who
making it happen.
who guarding Nikola Jokic?
Who Darden KD? All
40-year-old
right.
KD,
All right.
40-year-old KD, man, stop playing with me.
Dropping what? Dropping what? 30?
Dropping a cool
Dropping 30
19 a
and
game.
40?
Dropping a cool
Dropping
19 a
30 and
game.
40? Quiet that up. But
Dropping a
yeah,
cool
man.
19 a game.
Seriously, on a real serious note, I do feel bad for the Lakers, but it is over for you guys. The best case scenario is y'all losing second round. I can see y'all getting past Minnesota, but even that's a stretch, man. Even that's a stretch because I don't know how I feel about Julius Randle, but he does have his moments. I can't call it. I can't call it against them. But yeah.
Go ahead, Gianni.
I'll say for the Lakers, I think it's really bad. Like what happened to Luca and Austin Reeves. But when I look at this Lakers team, they're gonna probably play the Wolves without Anthony Edwards. I think I give them a good chance to win that series. But after that is over, man. Like I think that series is gonna be horrible, man. It might even go to 7 games, honestly, because of how injured both teams are, basically. There's not going to be consistent one game that this team wins and another game that a different team wins. I could see it going back and forth, but like going forward, I think they're going to lose in the second round to the Spurs. It might be a 5 game series that honestly because they're not going to win more than a game versus the Spurs. It sucks what happened to them because it looked like they were figuring it out. Honestly, I saw the Lakers on like a hot streak, and they were like healthy, and they were actually putting it together. And now that's what happens in the NBA, man. Like long season, when you get close to the playoffs, injuries happen, and that's what happened. I feel like that happened to I forgot what team that happened to last season. That they just walked into the playoffs and then everything fell apart. I think it was the Warriors with Jimmy and Steph getting hurt, and then everything just fell apart for them. It just feels like that for the Lakers right now. That everything is falling apart injury wise. But I think you guys can make it the second round, TK, and lose to the Spurs in 5 games.
Yeah, man. Y'all got a lot more faith than I do, brother. Because like I said, this shit was just devastating. Like I said, I have no expectations. All the expectations that I have just went up in the floor. And somehow, some way, before we move on to the next NBA question, I'm blaming Lou Dort for this. I don't know how, but I'm blaming Lou Dort, bro. This is somehow, some way your fault, brother. I don't know. It may not have been on the court, but you did some type of voodoo or something, brother. Ben, I don't know why you're looking at me like that, dog. Lou Dort is just Satan.
You niggas was just begging for him at the trade deadline.
Oh yeah, I would definitely take him in offseason. I mean, he's one of the players that if he's on your team, you good, but when he's not, bro, you hate him. I hate that nigga, bro.
He
I
wasn't
hate that
even
nigga,
guarding
bro.
Luca, bro. He wasn't even guarding Luca,
Hey
bro.
man, I said it, voodoo, brother. But let's move on. Question, the second NBA question of the night, and it's pretty simple: Cooper Flag or Con Knuckle for Rookie of the Year? Jello, we'll start with you.
Man, I'm in the bind here. I can't even call it for real. because if we talking about most consistent, we got to talk Con. Just for the simple fact that we got a Charlotte Hornets team that has been playing these elite East teams, by the way. They've actually been doing good against the West as well. I'm not even gonna say just the East, but and he's been pretty much the X factor for the Hornets. Nobody expected this team to be where they was at right now, and he's been showing up from day one. My thing is Cooper Flag. My goodness, I'm talking about first teenager to drop 50, 50, and then turn around and do 45 against LeBron. Like this is some next level. Woo. This is a generational rookie of the year race. Honestly and truly, we haven't seen one like this in a very long time. But I think I gotta go Con, just for the simple fact that he's been more consistent. Cooper has missed more games. That's the only reason. It's really tough, but I'm gonna say Con. I'm gonna say Con.
Jim?
I'm gonna go Con as well. This is like Jello said. This is like the closest rookie race, honestly, in a long time, man. It's just real close. I think a stat you showed TK, like Cooper Flag is like the first to drop 50, the first rookie ever, or the youngest player since Wilt, I think it was like some stat like that to drop 50 and then drop 45. Like that's just insane to me. And then you look at Khan being the X factor of how the Hornets probably had one of the biggest turnarounds, honestly, from last season to this season. It's just so impressive. Like you can't go wrong with either, honestly, because this is so close of a race right now. But I gotta go with Khan right now.
Ben?
I think we got a clean sweep with Con. I'm going Con. Again, Coop definitely should be closer in the race. I think 80-20 is a little egregious. But I think that Con's impact on the Hornets is just it's very understated how much he impacts the Hornets with just his shooting and just his impact because Hornets didn't have shooters. That was one of their biggest issues. And now they are like top 5 in pace in the NBA. So I will go Con, but I think the race should be a lot closer.
You niggas is just so disrespectful to the game, bro. Like, dog, we all love basketball, bro. Every time a fire game is on or it's a young rookie we're watching, bro. Like, for the listeners, just know you're talking a real ball and it's balls, major balls. But all I'm saying is, bro, dog, not Con, but Cooper, dog, this nigga is doing shit we've never seen, bro. First of all, anytime you could be in a conversation with Wilt Chamberlain, bro, that's special. That's number one. At the age of 18, 19 years old, he's the only rookie. He has the most 25 in 5 games, 35 in 5 games, 45 in 5 games. Then I sent y'all the odds in the chat for the listeners who don't know. ESPN had the rookie of the year race 80-20 Con to Flag. So you know what Cooper goes out there and does, ladies and gentlemen? Goes out there and gives you a 50 piece, and then he goes out there and gives you some 45 piece, bro. Back to back, bro. Like, I understand he missed 8 games, and I understand that the best ability is availability. I get that, bro. But it's only 8 games. Which somebody pointed out in the chat, well, when you think about it, that's 2 weeks. I get that, bro. But dog, we're literally watching Cooper out there doing shit we've never seen as a rookie, bro. Like shit that we haven't seen since LeBron James, since the Wilt Chamberlain, since Michael Jordan. Like this dude is going out there breaking. It seems like he's breaking a new record every single week, bro. So for me, it's Cooper. I understand that most likely Connor most likely win, and I have no issue with that at all. Like the dude broke was it Steph Curry's record that he broke as a rookie for 3-pointers? I believe that, yeah. So I believe that was the record, which is the record that nobody's broken in since Steph Curry broke his rookie season, which is a long time. I think like a decade plus. which I understand. I'm not taking anything away from that, but I just feel like Cooper plays both sides of the ball, which we all value. Not only that, but he can play the 1 through 4 position. If you need him to play the 5, he can do that for you as well. Understand his frame and his body will get bigger as he develops in the NBA. So that's something I believe that he'll be able to end up being a player that can play the 1 through 5. But right now, he's a player that can play the 1 through 4. He plays great defense. We've seen him play point guard a couple games, and he's a better playmaker. He's a better ball handler. Like, bro, and you can't even say I'm being biased because both of these are my Dukies. You feel me? Like, these are my Duke Blue Devil boys, bro. I love both of them. But I just feel like Cooper's going out there, like I said, putting himself in conversations with some of the greatest players of all time. It seems like he's breaking a new record every week. Like I'm saying, this dude is leading his team in every statistical category: points, rebounds, assists, everything, bro. Like, and I just feel like Khan's situation is a little easier with the players he's playing with, playing in the East. Like, I just feel like that matters. I understand his team is winning, but wins are a team. That's a team stat. So, yeah, man, Cooper's special, bro. But so is Khan. But like I said, for me, if I was a voter, bro, my vote would 100% go to Cooper.
It's going to be scary when Dallas adds to that roster and they get West is in trouble.
Bro, I keep seeing Bam and Jello. I keep seeing situations where like they're getting the first pick again, bro. If they get AJ DeBonzer, bro, next to Cooper Flag, bro, oh my God, bro.
They're not getting the first pick. Let's be serious here. They're not getting the first pick.
It's going to be a team that
they're gonna find a way to avoid
they're gonna get a top 5 pick 100%. They got a 29% chance to get a top 3 pick. So that tells you they're at least getting a top 5 pick. And even then, bro,
I could see them getting the 3rd or the 4th pick.
Even if it's Peterson or Boozer or DeBonzer or whoever it is, bro, like dog. Or what's the Arkansas point guard? What's his name?
There is a cuff.
Yeah, or even if they get a play, man, I like his game, bro. I'm telling you, dog. Like, bro,
I like his game, but I don't think it would fit.
You don't think so?
With the Mavericks, not with Coop. I think that he has to have the ball in his hands to perform. That's gonna be a little bit too much, especially with both of them being so young.
But see, here's the thing, though. The good thing about that is you're used to a player like that, like an adjacent kid. He's used to a Luka Doncic. So if that's the situation with them, he can. But he'll make that work. He made Luka and Porzingis work, bro. So I mean,
he didn't.
Yeah, I mean, Porzingis was. I mean, Porzingis looked like he was back to what he was in Dallas, and then it lasted for like 2 years. But
for sure, but did it work?
It didn't. Yeah, but that was really because of the injury, so bro.
Yeah,
that wasn't really. But yeah, I mean,
Bam, what you shaking your head for? What's your take on it? I'm seeing you over there.
Nigga, that was a super pause moment.
Wait, what?
Nobody even peeked that, but me and G.
Wait, what happened? Wait. First of all, was it me or Jello, bro?
Nah, it was Jello. Nigga said.
What did I say?
Oh shit.
Nigga said it ain't gonna fit.
Oh, all right, bro. You reaching, bro. You reaching. Come on.
Then you say he need the balls in his hands. Like, yo, what's going on with you, bro?
Yo, that's crazy, bro. Back to back is madness, man. Yo, what?
Yo, bro.
Yo, that is crazy, man. I heard it at first, and I was like,
all right.
Yeah. Bro, that's wild, bro.
I get it.
Yo, make sure we clip that, PC. But let's move on to the third question of the night. All right, so I'm going to start here. Let's everybody keep their mics on. I'm going to start here with Gianni, because he said he had an interest in this. And do not get on this podcast trolling, those. Please. Give me your top 5 current wide receivers in the NFL right
now. Okay, number 1, I got to go with JSN after having that season last year, going for 2,000. It is incredible, man, for how great he was. And he was just cooking, man, from the start to the end, basically. He ended up as the Super Bowl champion, well-deserved. And, yeah, he's number 1 entering the season. Number 2, I'm going to go with Jamar Chase, man. It doesn't matter if it was Joe Flacco throwing him the ball or Burrow when, he was going through the injuries and stuff like that. Jamar was like cooking, man. He cooked all season, basically. Even though it was a loss year, he still got his yards and he got his production. Number 3, this is where it gets interesting for me because I understand how it was down year for Justin Jefferson. But I'm gonna put in number 3 Puka right now. After the season he had last year, man, it was incredible to watch. The guy, it doesn't matter if you have 2 guys like covering him. He was just catching everything, man. Like it was just incredible, man. Like even because they have Devontae Adams as well, but still the guy is so consistently good. And it doesn't matter who you have on him because he just cooks everybody. And number 4, I'm gonna go with Justin Jefferson. Even though it was a down year, I'm gonna keep him in the top 5 because I understand his stats weren't great and everything like that, but the guy played with 3 different starting quarterbacks this season. It was just god awful in Minnesota, and they somehow won 9 games, which is pretty incredible. They had Carson Wentz, JJ McCarthy, and some guy named Max. I don't even know his last name. If you guys know his last name, he threw 4 picks. He threw 2 pick sixes, I think, against the Seahawks. He was god awful, man. I think he had like the lowest QBR ever of a quarterback, minimum 3 starts, which is insane. And number 5, this is where it's a little tricky because there's this guy in Dallas that I like how he performed. I wish he was not in Dallas, but George Pickens, man, that guy was insane, honestly. I don't know. I hope he leaves Dallas, man. I hope Jerry ends up trading him because
I was about to
the
say
guy,
that nigga yellow smiling like he not about to leave. You about to be sick as a bitch again. That
yo,
fucking smile.
I hope that the Parson thing happened again with Pickens because man, I need him out of the division, man. The guy, like, I remember the game that we blew versus Dallas. Cooper DeJean and whatchamacallit, and the other guy, I forgot his name now because we had 2 different safeties. We're rotating and everything.
Blankenship. Dang, how you forget
No,
your own players?
but no, not Blankenship. It was the other guy. I always forget his name because he was in our first Super Bowl. Oh, Marcus Epps. That was the guy. We had him covering too with Cooper DeJean giving safety help because Pickens was just cooking everybody, honestly, and it was just tough to watch that. And I just hope Dallas ends up trading him, honestly, because he's just incredible.
Back.
Um, I'm gonna go Jamar at 1. Just absolute consistency. Like G said, it didn't matter if it was Joe Burrow, Joe Flacco, whoever else they had at quarterback. You give him the ball, he's gonna turn up. He triple crown for a reason. 2 is I'm going to. This is tough. This is really tough to decide. But I will ultimately go JSN and let my recency bias take over. Just won a Super Bowl, one hell of a year. Everybody in the chat has pretty much known what JSN is. We're just waiting for him to break out, getting out of DK shadow. He balled out, showed it this year. I think he's only going to get better. Number 3, 2 and 3 are very interchangeable. I'm gonna go Puka. Once again, balled out. I know he had Matthew Stafford, but still, a dog through and through. Again, he's only gonna get better. He gotta put the fucking alcohol down or whatever the fuck he be doing. But once he do that and get his mental straight, he's gonna terrorize the league for a long time. 4, I'm gonna go George Pickens. I think he took it to another level this year. Absolutely unguardable. There was a lot of talk about him being ineffective with CD on the other side of him, which was completely idiotic because he overshadowed CD this year. So, much like Gianni said, I'm gonna laugh my ass off when he leaves. We're gonna have a second cookout because he is not staying, buddy. Just get ready now. Enjoy this last year on the tag. And at 5, there's a few names you could put here. But I will go. I'm on Ra. Again, he had a pretty good year. It was a lot of names I could put there. I went on Ra because again, he's consistent. Yeah, I'm on best slot guy in the league at this point. You just can't beat consistency, and that's Amon Ra in my eyes.
No Justin Jefferson.
He wasn't top 5 this year, man.
Shit. All right, so wait, were we doing? So was everybody's list in order?
Yeah.
Gianni, yours was
yeah.
All right, so I guess I'll do mine in order. All right, so damn, this is tough. I wrote it down, but I didn't have it in order. So, all right, number 1, I'm going with Bam with Jamar Chase. I believe he said Jamar Chase number 1. I want Jamar Chase number 1 as well. I don't care if the season didn't look like the season before, where this man was in MVP conversations when he had the Triple Crown season. Jamar Chase is just that nigga, bro. Number 2. Really like a 2A for me. I'm going Puka, dog. Like this, like Bam said, the key word that he kept repeating over and over is consistency, bro. And I believe that Puka is one of those players. He can play on the outside. He can play on the slot. He's so good that no matter who the quarterback is, I think that he would still be putting up these insane type of numbers as long as this team was to stay a pass-heavy team, which they are, bro. Puka is just special as well, bro. Yeah, number 2 for me is Puka. Then number 3, I'll go with. I guess I'll go with JSN number 3, bro. Even though I feel like I'm being disrespectful to the next wide receiver I'm going to end up picking. But I'll go JSN, like Bam said, like Bam and Gianni said, coming off the season that this man had, winning Offensive Player of the Year, bro. Like Bam said, proving that he can play from within DK's shadow. They sent DK off to the Steelers, and what did he do? He won Offensive Player of the Year next year. And this is a kid that is super young. He's only going to get better. So we'll see if he can be consistent with have similar type of season that he had this year next year, which I expect him to. Number 4 is Justin Jefferson. Like I said, I don't know what the hell Bam was doing when he said that. I understand, like you said, the key word you kept saying is consistency, but bro, it's Justin Jefferson, brother. 9 was so bad that this was the first time in this man's career he didn't go over 1,000 yards. And if he did go over 1,000 yards this season, it was barely over 1,000 yards.
We making that excuse though. Jamar played with 4 different quarterbacks. Zay Flowers played with 3 different quarterbacks.
Mistake. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't the Vikings play with 9? Carson Wentz and Gianni said, what was the dude's name? Max. We don't even know the nigga's last name. Bro.
Max Brosner, I think. Max Brosner.
Yeah, Max Brosner. That's what it was. That's 3 quarterbacks right there, bro. So it's just 1 less than what Jamar Chase played with, which is why I got Jamar Chase number 1 and I got Justin Jefferson number 4, bro. So it's not like I put Jefferson number 2, but you gotta have Jefferson on your list, bro. Like it's Justin Jefferson, dog.
And not only that, let's not forget that Jamar had his Pro Bowl quarterback for a short amount of time. Justin Jefferson ain't have shit.
And then, Bam, you and talk about. I don't know if y'all be trolling in the chat, but y'all talk about respect Flacco and Joe Flacco this and that. I mean, Joe Flacco was really a
troll. Come on, bro. Joe Flacco was 45 years old.
Was he not dotting it up?
Yeah, he was
not dotting up?
He was cooking, bro.
What?
He was dotting up.
Bro, didn't he have like a 400-yard? Yeah,
he did.
He had like a 450-yard game, bro.
He threw 500 yards game.
Yeah, but he threw like 5 touchdowns or 4 touchdowns.
But he threw 3 interceptions that game.
So what?
He did. It happens. It happens. I mean,
So
he threw
what?
the ball like 50 times, bro.
What the
Come
fuck that
on,
got to do
bro.
with anything? It's for Joe Flacco. It's either touchdown or pick six. I love Joe to death. I love Joe Flacco to death, but he just gonna throw that motherfucker and hope you get it.
Hey man, the Chase was out there getting it, bro. So hey man, that like I said, so Chase, Puka, JSN, Jefferson, and number 5, bro. I'll probably be the only one to choose this to, but like, bro, did we forget who the fuck CD Lamb is, bro? Like, I understand George Pickens had the better season last year, but dog, and I understand CD Lamb was out there dropping the football a lot. I get that, bro.
It was
But
some guys
dog,
that was better than CD, man.
CD is that nigga, bro. He's
It
that
sounds like we're
nigga,
going off
bro.
names right now because it was
No,
some
I'm
guys
not. I'm
better than
not.
CD last year.
I'm not even going off there, but I feel like CD Lamb is still the top 5 wide receiver. And,
And
he,
not
and,
last
and-
year.
and he's gonna show y'all why this season. Because here's what's gonna happen. Jello, I'm gonna make you happy. I'm gonna make you a little happy right now, like 35% happy. Because I do believe that Cowboys are going to re-sign George Pickens. However, it's going to be too late. He's going to miss on a training camp and he's going to get injured. Knock on wood. But I don't even need to knock on wood because it's 100% going to happen.
Yo.
It happened to CeeDee Lamb and it happened to Dak Prescott. This is what y'all, bro. Training camp is important, my nigga.
Yeah,
That's
but
just important, broski. Like, you cannot be missing training camp, bro. That's how you get your body right. That's when you lift the weights and everything, dog. He's going to show up late, and I'm telling you, he's going to get hurt for about 3-4 days. It happens. Damn, am I lying? Did it not happen to Dak Prescott? Did it not happen to CeeDee Lamb?
Yeah.
I mean, it
yeah, that's
happens, bro.
actually
So
true.
just at least you're gonna keep him, though. I mean, he's gonna return back to who the fuck he is, bro. But like, yeah, he's gonna get hurt, unfortunately for you, brother. So yeah. But go ahead. Did this nigga freeze, bro?
Yeah.
Is that
Dog,
McDonald's Wi-Fi, man?
this nigga got to get his shit together.
That's funny.
You need to get that Telemundo Wi-Fi like together, brother.
Man, you spewing that bull crap done messed up my computer.
All right, but go ahead, bro. Give me a top 5.
Man, y'all top 5 was all over the place. I couldn't even believe it. We don't even have the same type of list. I don't know what y'all got going on.
He
But
about to say some bullshit. Watch this.
I will go from number 5 to number 1. Just because, I feel like that's just the better format.
The fact he started for number 5 lets me know he's about to say some bullshit.
So, number 5, bro. We got to start off with my man, bro. Jawan Jennings.
Kick him off the call. Gianni, kick him off the fucking call.
Absolutely.
Kick him off the
bro.
fucking call.
All right, bro. Hey.
He said Jawan Jennings, man. I'm in tears, man. I'm in complete tears, man.
Dang, hey, y'all gotta let me keep my straight face when I'm doing these trolls, bro. All right, let me get for real. Number 1, we all got the same number 1, Jamar Chase. Very much easy. Number 2, I gotta give it to JSN. I'm talking about 17, almost 1,800 yards, Super Bowl champion, showed up and showed out. And we want to sit here and talking about consistency. He did not have an 1,100-yard season as a wide receiver too. I gotta put him number 2 because he already proved that he was that before he was even a wide receiver 1, and he just made his case even more, becoming a champion and being what you call it, 1,800 yards, might as well say 1,793, like winning offensive player of the year. Like he's like that. I got him at number 2. Number 3, you got to go Puka. Like it's no debate. He's the biggest reason Stafford won MVP at freaking 40 years old. Puka is that dude. You cannot put nobody over him, and he will not what you call it, drop a ball. It's that simple. He'll win any jump ball. He's like that. I mean, it's that simple. We go to number 4. Give me George Pickens. Got to. Absolutely showed out. Made me proud. And he will be here to stay for a very long time. Now, this is the tough part, number 5. I did have a lot of names for these, but one name that y'all didn't mention, and I feel like he's been very, very underrated, but he's been sneaky good.
Jalen Waddle, I feel it.
So, anyways, give me my man Nico Collins. Give me my man Nico Collins, bruh. Hey, look here. Look. I know. But Nico Collins been that dude. He been keeping CJ's job for these past 2 seasons. Let's not act like he ain't been like that. I'm talking about 1,100 yards, 1,300 yards. He's been consistent. I got him as a top 5 receiver going into this season. He been showing up. He been showing out. I even have him above CD Lamb right now. Yes, I do. Give me Nico Collins.
And that ain't. I'm not mad at it. That ain't the
Nah,
name I
nigga,
would have
I'm
said.
pissed.
But
I'm pissed, broski. That
I
shit
would
is
have.
horrible.
It's some guys I would have put above him.
What?
Chris Olave needs to be above Nico Collins.
What?
Chris Olave just won All Pro.
100%, bro.
Chris
What?
Olave just won All Pro.
Bro, AJ, I would put AJ
what?
Brown. I would put AJ Brown
I'm not-
over Nico Collins. What
Going
are you
into the
doing,
season,
Devontae Smith over Nico Collins.
Oh, yeah.
Bro. What are we doing?
we disrespectful today.
I'm 100% putting
Devontae Smith could be wide receiver one on like a bunch of teams.
Hella teams, brother.
But we putting him over
Devontae is going
Nico?
to be wide receiver
Yes.
this coming
What?
season.
Yes, absolutely. Fuck
Do
yes,
we forget
wow.
how good Devontae Smith is because of AJ Brown?
Yo.
See,
If
that's
we trade
why,
AJ, you guys are going to see
that's-
how good.
Oh,
Joe,
no,
you're going to see how
you
good.
ain't got to convince me, brother. I know how good Devontae Smith is, bro.
I'm not
And
saying
how he's gonna be
Devontae Smith
number
is no
one.
scrub. Don't get me wrong. I rock with him. But come on now. Nico, we serious?
Nico
Bro.
cool, but Devontae been doing it longer and more consistently.
He only been in the league for 3 years. Okay.
Who been in the league for 3 years?
What, 4 years? Nico? This is 4th year, right? This is 4th year he going into?
Yeah.
Wait, did he start with the Texans?
Yeah, he started with the Texans. He got drafted the year before CJ.
I'm not with the top 5. That's just crazy, bro.
I got him top 5, man. Going into this year, yeah.
I get it because, like, you from Houston, you feel me? He played for the Houston Texans, so maybe it's just like a Houston love thing or something like that. But other than I don't think you might be.
It's more like I'm trying to give him his props.
Check me out, bro. You might be the only nigga in America to have that's not a Texans fan to have Nico Collins top 5.
I wanted to say Amon-Ra so bad, but
yeah, I would have.
That would have been okay, bro.
I would have put Chris Olave over Nico.
Wait, did you have Justin Jefferson in your top 5?
No,
oh, shit, I didn't.
See, like, why are we
wrong.
disrespecting? So me and Gianni seem to be the only ones not being disrespectful tonight.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you though. Jetta's ain't had a best year.
He didn't, bro. But dog, this man
Justin
played
Jefferson,
with 3 different quarterbacks.
I get it.
We made the 4-argument quarterback for Joe, argument for Jamar Chase.
But come on now, let's be for real. We gonna say that the other receivers that had a way better year than him ain't better now?
So you sit here, bro. So wait, is Nico Collins better than Justin Jefferson?
Okay, no, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
That's all.
No,
All right, so you
no.
good. All right. As long as you're not retarded.
No,
all right,
I'm
so
saying.
Let's move on to the last. Let's move on to the last question, bro. And I feel like things might get a little heated with this one because you know how Gianni loves his Eagles. Jello's a Cowboys fan, so he's a troll. Gianni, you know how I feel about Jalen Hurts, and Bam's the chill guy. So let's see what happens here. But I want to know everybody's reaction to the numerous reports that have come out about Jalen Hurts and his issues with the Eagles, as far as him not being a good teammate in the locker room, people coming out saying that he was the reason why they lost that game when he ended up changing the play at the line of scrimmage. We've all heard the stories of it. So there's a 2-part to this question. I need y'all to look. Did this nigga freeze?
I'm glad that he froze because he was celebrating, and look at him now. Typical Cowboys, man.
it's like
Typical Cowboys fan, right?
our
TK?
shit good, and then it's always the Cowboys. You're right, bro. It's always the Cowboys fan, bro.
If you want, I can answer it first. I'm gonna be quick.
Yeah, all right. So there's a two-parter to this question. So the first part of the question is, do you expect the Eagles and Hurts to get a new deal done, or will both sides be looking elsewhere in 2027? Gianni, you first.
I'll answer this real quick. He signed his extension the same time as, the other quarterbacks like Lamar, like Joe Burrow. Everybody signed, the same year. And he has 3 years left in his deal. It's too early to give him an extension, I feel. Next year, it will be a good conversation to have to extend him. I think we're going to extend him. I think it's not going to be a 5-year extension. It's not going to be the same contract, obviously, because by the time that next contract ends, he's going to be 35 years old. So I think it's going to be like a 3-4 year deal. I think he's going to get extended next year at this point. I think right now that's not even the issue. The issue I think right now is the Jalen Carter thing that to me is taking way too long than the usual because that to me is the biggest issue. But man, I think he's going to be here long term.
Ben?
Uh, I'm kind of impartial to this situation. I think that some of the shit that's being uh thrown into the media, I think some of it is just ridiculous. Like I can't remember exactly what was said that was just so extreme. I'm like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. So I believe some of it is extremely ridiculous, especially due to the fact that um Gianni, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't his agent his wife or something like that? Or
No,
somebody close to him?
he has like a management team of all like women. I think they like like they created this new agency and everything like that. And some people didn't really like it the way they took it a little bit sideways. Jason Whitlock, for example, took it to the extreme.
Don't even get me started on that, bro. What the fuck are we talking about this?
Yeah, I
But
don't
that's
know
the
why
type
he
of shit
would.
I'm talking about when I say that. I think that because Jalen's camp is just so tight-lipped about stuff, that some shit is just getting thrown at the wall. You see the same thing with Lamar. He don't have an agent, so people just throw shit at the wall. But I do think that at the same time, some of it is really legit. Um, you can see the issues with the Eagles, especially on offense. I'm always going to say that it takes two to tango. So just as much as people want to blame Patullo and the offensive line, Hurts is also to blame for some of that as well. But I think that it won't go any further than this. It's quite obvious that Jalen loves Philly. Philly loves Jalen. Um, Foreseeing something very extreme, I think that he stays. They get a deal done. Again, it wouldn't be smart for them to go and get a deal done right now because you're still waiting for other quarterbacks to get extended. But I do think that if you go into next year with the contract on the table and then you go right into negotiating in the offseason, I think Jalen takes maybe a little bit of a hometown discount and stays in Philly.
So let me ask y'all a question before we move on to Jello. If Jalen Hurts and the Eagles, let's say they win 9, 10 games this year, go to the wild card, get knocked out, and Jalen doesn't have the best season like he did last year, do y'all still expect him to go into those contract talks next season, or are we going to have a situation where he's going to have to prove himself and prove that he deserves a new deal? Or do you think that maybe, I mean,
I'll say this. I don't think I don't. In my opinion, with Jalen, I don't think he has much to prove. Really, you got 2 Super Bowl appearances. You got 1 ring. I know that we could bring up other stuff and things like that, but I feel like entering this season, there's more. Like I feel like there's more like pressure, you could say, because of how the media is talking about him, more pressure on Jalen to perform better. Like because I understand. I'm not saying Jalen is the perfect quarterback at all, but I think like the way people are like talking about him in the media and stuff like that, they're trying to create some pressure. But I don't think there is any like I don't think we need to go like if we go 10-7 and losing the wild card, I still think we're still in the same position as this past season, honestly. And I just want to see something a little different offensively next
That's
season.
what I was about to say. It really, really, really depends because once again, like I said, it takes two to tango. Jalen does have his issues as a quarterback, but for anybody to sit here and act like Patullo had no hand in how fucking horrific that offense looked last year, I'm not gonna sit here and let you do that. That offense looked horrible last year because of him and Jalen Hurts and the O line. All of
And
them.
I'll say this: this is the one thing that I said to TK like months ago. Hiring an inexperienced offensive coordinator, if you see how banged up the offensive line was, and we couldn't run the football the same way, Jalen couldn't run because he didn't have those open lanes. Like how the running mobile quarterbacks, they usually have that open lane. We see it sometimes with Lamar. He has the open lane. Josh, too, has that open lane. Jalen didn't have those open lanes like how he had previous seasons. And I think that affected how the offense was run because when you had those troubles and everything like that, that's when it comes down to the offensive coordinator that you need an experienced guy that knows, okay, if this is not working, we can go to another stuff. And I think that's the thing about Jalen. Jalen, I think, works well with experienced guys that actually know, look, we can adjust, we can change this play, or we could change that. We could work and do this. I think that's the thing that was missing last season. And it affected our offense because it was not all on Patua. I'm gonna say it was not all on Patua. He was terrible, but the offensive line was banged up. Like the entire offense, I felt like played was pretty bad all season, and with an offense that is making that much money, we gotta be better than that. I feel.
See, for me, at this point, dog, like I feel like if Jalen Hurts doesn't have a good season this year, going into a situation where it just hear me out because I understand it's gonna sound crazy, but y'all remember the Carson Wentz situation where Carson Wentz was going out there and balling, and then they decided to draft Jalen Hurts in the second round. People made a big deal about it, and the Eagles kept swearing up and down, Carson Wentz is our guy. Carson Wentz is our guy. If Jalen Hurts doesn't have a good year next year, where we're going into an NFL draft in 2027, that Jello and Bam will tell you, Gianni, is extremely deep as far as quarterbacks, wide receivers, whatever position you need, brother. Quarterback specific, because this is the point I'm trying to make. It would not be crazy to me if you do go into next season, you trade AJ Brown, right? Let's say you somehow do get a first round pick from a team that's desperate enough that thinks they're a wide receiver away, right? You get a pick and you draft one of those quarterbacks. It can be whoever you want to. Just say it's not going to be an Arch Manning or anything like that, but it'll be a quarterback that just say is like in the teens area, which in next year's class will be really, really good. But a quarterback that could possibly be a franchise guy. So Gianni, I think if Jalen Hurts, who you know how I feel about Jalen Hurts, I'm not going to shit on him and act like he's not a top 10 quarterback. He's a top 10 quarterback. He's not a top 5 quarterback. He's not the best passer. He has more weaknesses than he does strengths, and that's okay because the offense is built around his strengths and weaknesses. It's built around his strengths more precisely. So going into a situation like that, Gianni, if you guys struggle next season going into 2027, like I said, I don't think that 10-7 is good enough for the Philadelphia Eagles. I don't know if Bam and Gianni and Jello agree.
I'll say this: 10-7.
It's not good for the Eagles. It's not
I
good
know
for
it's
the
not
Eagles.
good, but the thing is, a lot can happen. honestly, next season. That's the thing that with so much noise and everything like that, I just hope that this team actually like the offensive line. To me, my biggest issue really entering next season is the offense line, the health of the offense line. Because if it's healthy, like now the plays can, flow much better. The runs, you could see Saquon gain to the second level. That was missing a lot. And you're bringing up Carson Wentz. My thing with Carson Wentz is the guy couldn't play more than 10 games in the season. And you know how many playoff games he started was one game that he got knocked out 3 minutes. I had to be stuck watching 40-year-old Josh McCown running for his life, trying to win a playoff game against the Seahawks. That's the I seen Josh McCown play more time in a playoff game than Carson Wentz ever. That's the thing. It's a different situation because when Carson Wentz couldn't stay healthy, he was getting injured, and I think the injuries too got into his head because with so much injuries, you can like tell that he was not the same quarterback as he was early in his career, and you can see that the guy's not even confident in his
All right,
body or anything.
all right, but
He was also an asshole, but that's beside the point.
yeah, just stay with me for a second, Gianni. So, like I said, so going into a 2027 situation where, like I said, it's an extremely quarterback deep class. Let's say you guys do trade AJ Brown to a team that's desperate enough to give you a first round pick. Let's say you guys do end up drafting a quarterback. Let's say you guys go 10-7 this season. That's just not good enough for the Eagles. No matter
Hold
how
on,
you feel.
wait. 10-7 is
It's
fine.
good. I understand. No,
Do we understand how strong this division is going to be this year?
I understand that, but it's still
Our
the
schedule is
Eagles,
not that
brother.
easy.
Jello, you get what I'm saying, right? Do you get what I'm saying? Like 10-7 is good for the Broncos. It's good for the
What, nigga?
Okay, not the Broncos. Yeah, we just all right. Bad example. 10-7 is good for a team like
Let's say
The
the
Dallas
Dolphins or
Cowboys.
somebody like that.
Nah, the
Yeah.
Dolphins are gonna be dog shit this year.
You said it's good for.
Okay, yeah. So you get the point I'm trying to make.
I get what you're saying.
So
yes.
what I'm saying is that's good for them, but for the Eagles, who every season we expect them, they're a Super Bowl contender. We expect them to be in the Super Bowl coming out of the NFC. It's always them or the Rams. It's always them or the Rams, bro. No matter.
The thing is, they lost so
Gianni
much.
will tell you that they are not a Super Bowl contender this year. Gianni will tell you that they are not a Super Bowl contending team this year.
The thing is, they lost so much.
All right, well then that's more more of a disfavor to Jalen Hurts because again,
I'll say this: I'm not saying that we're not contenders entering the season, but we still have we need to get a starting safety. We need a pass rusher. We need to add to the offensive line and then we have the AJ thing that we don't know what's going to happen in June. So there's a lot of things because the roster is incomplete. But that's the thing about Howie every year. The roster can be incomplete, but in the draft, he does so many weird things. Like he moves things around and stuff like that you could see, we get the pass rusher, we get the safety.
All I'm saying, Gianni, you said next season is when you guys could realistically give him the contract extension. I'm saying if he doesn't play well this season, let's say he has a season like he did last year where it just was not good, I believe that you guys can go into a situation where you can trade an AJ Brown for a first round pick and use that first round pick for a quarterback. I'm not saying the quarterback that you drop immediately comes in, but I believe he'll sit for a year. You let Jalen Hurts play one more year, and then I believe that it's possible that you guys can get to a point where you guys will trade Jalen Hurts. And I understand that DC's gonna hate hearing this. I understand you hate hearing this, but bro,
TK, I'll say this: if we trade AJ, next year's draft is going to set us up to draft the replacement of AJ Brown.
But that's what I'm saying. You would have 2 first-round picks.
Yeah, but those 2 first-round picks, I'll say this: if we don't have that high of a pick, because if we trade him to New England and New England has a so-so season, we could trade those 2 first-round picks and try to move up to the top 10 and get one of those top receivers next year in the draft. That is going to be
I
worth it
think.
because
What you think? What you think, Jello? I mean, I think obviously Jeremiah Smith. Who would be the other? Top, maybe if Ryan remembers who the fuck he was and
Um,
goes back to his freshman, starts looking like who for Brian Williams goes back to looking like who he was that freshman year. Maybe he could be in the top 10, but I don't think
yeah, Ryan
there's
Williams.
a ton of first round wide receivers, but I don't know about top 10
Yeah,
besides Jeremiah Smith. Maybe
yeah,
Ryan
because
Williams if he
I would
remembers who the fuck he
say
is.
who?
I said maybe Ryan Williams if he remembers who the fuck he is, who the fuck he was.
I
Goes back
could
to how he
go.
looked his freshman year.
Maybe I think that the Corey and Moore might have a leap this year. Maybe
I like the two wide receivers
with
from Clemson
with
too.
what's his name coming back? With their Oregon quarterback forgot his name that quick. Will he come
Doc,
back have a
this
big
nigga's
year?
breaking
Huh?
up like a bro. You are breaking up like a mother. There you go. Say it again.
Am I? I said I think
Yeah.
the Corey and Moore, if anybody, with what's his name coming back for Oregon, he definitely could have a big year. Definitely turned up. So probably so. Let me read y'all something right quick. I'm about
uh,
to read one stat. Just pure numbers. And I want y'all to tell me what y'all think this is. This is from year one. 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 8.
Is that
Guess
Jalen
what that stat
Hurts?
is?
Is that Jalen Hurts record before?
No.
That's the interceptions.
Nope. Close.
All right.
Touchdown passes?
Fumbles.
Jesus.
Since coming into the league. That's his most consistent stat.
I'll say this with the way he plays. Yeah,
Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
You
Quiet
gotta
down,
let
quiet
him. You
down,
gotta let him finish, yeah.
quiet down, quiet down, quiet down. I heard that he has nothing to prove. Out of those times, Jalen Hurts has been in the league 6 years. You can say, yeah, you can say a total of 5 years as the starting quarterback. He has yet to throw a 4,000-yard season. He has
I'll say
had two elite. He has had two elite receivers for the past 3 years, and he has done. He has won a Super Bowl with them. Don't get me wrong, but he has also lost a Super Bowl because of him. I ain't gonna sit here and say that Jalen Hurts is a terrible quarterback, but to say he has nothing to prove, he has plenty to prove, in my opinion. This is
But
a quarterback that gets scrutinized because of a play where all you do is literally push him into the ground and he gets the first down. It's that simple. I mean, it's a foolproof play. I mean, you can't do anything about it. But when you take that play away, is Jalen Hurts really seeing that same success?
I get where you're trying to go with this, but your arguments are completely off
hey,
base.
I got a question. Oh, go ahead, man. Go ahead. My bad.
Jalen
One,
hasn't played a full season yet.
Wait, let Bam go. Let Bam go.
What?
All
one, you
17
talking
games.
about the tush push. Who gives a fuck about the tush push at this point? You keep talking, oh, you take it away.
It's a
They didn't
terrible
take it
play.
away.
It's a terrible play, Bannon. Continue.
They ain't gonna take it away. And if
I
they not gonna
understand.
take it away, either find a way to
I
defend.
didn't say that it was going to take away. I'm talking about if you take the play away from Jalen Hurts' game.
But you can't.
That's what I'm
How
saying.
you gonna do that?
I'm not
How you
saying
gonna do
that you
that?
can.
That's
I'm
about.
speaking hypothetical. I'm
Yeah,
speaking
we not
They
hypothetical.
can
doing
take
But
the
here's
play
the
hypothetical.
thing.
away,
Okay, so
but we
Bam.
get
So Bam.
Dallas
Wait.
Goddard.
Can we come to an agreement? So what if they change? Because do you realize that this man gets 10 plus touchdowns a season just from a touch push? Just from a touch.
Yeah.
So what
But
if we
TK, we
what?
changed
But dog,
the
here's the
play.
thing. They look like they count as rushing touchdowns and they should not, bro. We need a
Exactly.
new name for it. Like touchdowns or something like that,
So
bro.
we're
I
just
don't
gonna
know.
change. We're
I
just gonna
don't know,
change
bro.
the whole fucking foundation of the game and create a whole new statistic.
No, what I'm saying
Just
is
ban the play. Just ban the play, bro. But
I'm not saying ban the play. It's not an illegal play. It's not an illegal play. Let's get that straight.
But the play
There's
for us didn't work last season, and we used Dallas Goddard. Dallas
Come
Goddard
on,
changed
bruh.
our
Come
offense.
on. Let's
He
be
had
serious.
11 touchdowns.
all right,
Dallas
Gianni,
Goddard.
I got a serious question for y'all, and I want all y'all to answer. And I don't want to hear about, don't tell me shit about the playoffs or none of that shit, broski, please, because you'll piss me off. So let's just say Justin Herbert was the quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles instead of Jalen Hurts. Put Jalen Hurts on the Chargers, put Justin Herbert on the Eagles, bro. With the same weapons, same defense that you got the Super Bowl with and everything, bro. Do you realistically think that Justin Herbert wouldn't have a 4,000-yard season, at least a 30-touchdown-plus season, which is something that Jalen Hurts has not done? When the past game, like AJ Brown would not be in any of these situations where he's unhappy reading books on the sideline. I guarantee that wouldn't happen. Like, do y'all really think
you can't guarantee that?
Stop it, bro. Just stop it, bro. Stop it. You're lying.
I want to tell you, TK, this is the thing.
Bro, you're not
about
finna
Twitter.
lie to the listeners, bro. Stop it.
TK, this is how NFL Twitter goes. They use Justin Herbert as Mr.
It's a yes or no question. Do you think you'd be better with Justin Herbert or Jalen Hurts with the same exact team?
No, I don't.
No,
you're a fucking liar, bro.
What?
I say no. I want to tell you why I say no. It's because what system we're going to use? What system? Are we going to use the Steichen system? We're going to use the what system we're going to use? Because
Kellen Moore
system. Kellen Moore system.
We saw Herbert with Kellen Moore, and he struggled with Kellen Moore.
So who is guess what? Guess why? Because he can't pass the ball.
Same Steichen.
But Herbert with Kellen Moore.
Okay, so Shane Steichen. What about that?
Kellen Moore missed the playoffs with Steichen too.
Oh my God, I hate him, bro.
He had Steichen and Moore as offensive
We're making
coordinator.
this about the coaches. I'm just asking you about the quarterback with the talent and everything. You really don't. Would Justin Herbert have a 4,000-yard pass season? Yes or no?
No, he will be running for his fucking life.
Are you serious?
What?
Jalen Hurts ran for his fucking life this year.
No, because he can't throw.
No, because the offensive line was banged up.
You telling me that Justin Herbert with the Devontae Smith and AJ Brown is not getting?
What about the season where the Eagles had the best offensive line in the league? Justin Herbert wouldn't have a 4,000-yard passing season?
Yes.
Okay, so that's number one. Would he pass for more than 30 touchdowns that same season?
Yes, he would.
Okay, so therefore, would AJ Brown be unhappy reading books on the sideline?
Why the fuck are you switching between last year and the year before last?
Bam, broski,
it's two different teams.
Stay with me. It's a question, yes or no. Would AJ Brown be unhappy?
No.
Okay, so that's 3. And number 4, would Devontae Smith and AJ Brown both most likely have 1,000-yard passing seasons together?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 4 years.
1,000-yard season.
So how can y'all? So how can y'all sit here on a podcast and sit here and tell me that when y'all just gave me 4 yeses that Justin Herbert would not be better than Jalen Hurts?
Because
what about we put Josh Allen on the Ravens and let's see what happens?
What are you talking about? Those are two different teams in two different situations. What the fuck are you talking about?
This is crazy, bro.
Justin Herbert in 2025 would get his fucking head knocked off behind that Eagles offensive line.
He was running for his life last season.
Justin Herbert is not as mobile.
Okay,
that line was not as bad as the line, bro.
Okay, you right, man. You right. So let's take the rest of the years. Let's take that year away. What year
now
did
Jalen Hurts throw for 4,000 yards? We talking about this year. Y'all keep talking
about. Hold on.
No. Watch this because you're talking about this past year. You talking about this past year when they had one of the worst offensive lines. What about when they had the best offensive line in the league for 3 years straight? When did Jalen Hurts throw 4,000-yard season in?
They won a Super Bowl and went to another one.
But I want to tell you something, Jello. You're talking about
because of Jalen Hurts. Because of Jalen Hurts.
1 year
did they win that Super Bowl because of Jalen Hurts?
Yes, they did. He didn't turn the ball over.
About Jalen Hurts.
So
60% completion.
So he didn't hold the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes to 17 points into the fourth quarter. So we just don't forget about that. We just don't forget about that.
We're going to forget about him. On the same token, we're going to forget about him not turning the ball over. Did we not all say
that's cool? I mean, be a game manager. He did not win them the game.
What the fuck is the job of a quarterback? To manage the game. Why do y'all keep saying that dumbass fucking criticism?
We're not even saying that that's a bad thing. We're not saying that it's a bad thing.
I'm upset because y'all sitting here lying to the listeners saying that Jalen Hurts is better than Justin Herbert would be on the Philadelphia Eagles.
But y'all see Justin Herbert at 6 foot, 6'6", 250 with a rocket arm and say, "Oh, this nigga greatest quarterback." He don't have shit to show for it.
Because he's on the freaking Chargers. What the hell you expect them to do? Oh my God! What do you expect them to do, bro? Come on,
Niggas been gassing the Chargers for 5 years. Niggas been gassing the Chargers. Oh, Justin Herbert, this his year. This his year.
Yo, the Chargers are hurt.
Who have you heard gas the Chargers? Let's be so serious.
When he had
Anthony Lynn as head coach. Come on, bro. Let's be serious.
Now you talking about 2018 or 2019, whatever fucking year. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when this nigga was in top 5 conversations he shouldn't have been in, and then shitted the bed and showed why he should have been in it. Even up to this year, he was getting MVP votes when he was not deserving of an MVP the last.
Did they not show out? Did they not show out? Did they not show out this year?
Chargers this season and last season.
Hold on, no.
Top 3
Gianni, don't say nothing. Gianni, don't say
they was about to win the whole division.
Repeat
that. They had the number 1 scoring defense last season and folded in the playoffs because Justin Herbert threw 2 pick sixes. He threw 4 picks in that game against the Texans.
He let
C.J. Stroud outplay him.
He had Lee and Trey out there on the offensive line, brother. He had me as a right tackle and you as a left tackle, bro. He had Bam as a center, Jello as the guard. Like, bro, that offensive line was so bad, bro.
They had nobody. The entire line got hurt. Like, come on, bro.
The whole damn near 85% of the line.
Herbert, this is the thing. Herbert, this is why I'm saying about Justin Herbert. If he was on this team or if he was on that team, he will win. The guy is 0-3 in the playoffs. This is what matters to me. I know you don't like this, TK, but he's 0-3. You know how many? Don't
we say every time that wins and losses are a team stat?
So wait,
he lost them the game. You don't understand, Jello?
So Gianni, so what you're telling me is that Jalen Hurts is a winner. That's what you're telling me, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So wait. So part two. TK. No. Okay. I'm cool. I'm cool with you saying that he's a winner. He's 100% winner.
Look at the playoff game against the Patriots.
I get that. But
Drake May had 3 turnovers.
So let me ask you one more question.
And Herbert had the chance to win that playoff game. And they lost. They had scored 3 points off the 3 turnovers of Drake May. And they gave up 16 points. You gotta win that football game. If you're that guy, you gotta win that football game.
I'll give you that. So here's my next question to y'all. And Bam too, since he chose Jalen Hurts over Justin Herbert. So since Jalen Hurts is a winner, right? So you're telling me if he was on the Chargers, they would be winning in the playoffs.
I think he could win the playoff game.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm done.
Wow.
We got Rashad McCain in the building. Thanks for two. Go ahead.
But no, TK, I think he could have won that game against the Patriots. At least if you get 3 takeaways from Drake May, you should be able to win that game.
Bam was smart and didn't answer.
Because I'm not going to go as far as to say he's going to go to the Chargers and win. No, I'm not going to say that because the Chargers have
he's a winner this year, right?
What the fuck? That ain't my argument. That's not what I'm saying.
You're right.
Because again, I do agree that wins are team stats.
I shot the room. Yeah.
But at the same time, people act like you can just up and take one person out of a situation and put them in. You cannot do that.
Yes, you can. Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, who else will win? Joe Burrow.
No, you can't. No, you can't. Because you put Josh Allen on the Ravens, we would be.
No. I'm saying on the Eagles. What? You put any of those quarterbacks on the Eagles.
What? Whoa. Back up. Bam, you said what?
Okay. So you're telling me.
We would be 5-12 if you put Josh Allen on the Ravens.
I don't know about that.
Yo, that's
Yo,
insane.
that's
I've never
actually
heard anything more
mad
crazy.
disrespectful.
I've
Oh
never heard
no,
anything more
Put
crazy.
Josh Allen on a fucking offense coached by John Harbaugh and Todd Monken. I fucking dare you. And tell me he ain't gonna be tell me he gonna be more than 5. I fucking dare you.
Lamar did it and won MVP with them.
Because he's Lamar Jackson.
So you're telling me Josh Allen can't do it because he took it
Yeah,
from him?
that
You know,
No, he cannot.
Oh, wow,
No.
that's crazy.
that's insane. Come
so
We
on,
don't have
bro.
we don't have no tush push. No, we don't have no tush push. We don't have a top 5 O
Neither do
line.
they.
Well, Gianni
This
hates
nigga-
Josh Allen, so I'm pretty sure he agrees with you.
So Josh Allen didn't take
Yeah,
away all
Josh-
James Cook touchdowns by doing that dumbass tush push.
What tush
But
push?
dog, what? So wait,
Am I
bro,
tripping?
wait,
touchdowns
but do you
than
wait?
Jalen.
Do y'all see like Josh Allen's situation over there in Buffalo, bro? The defense is terrible. Offensive line is cool, but his wide receivers, his wide receiver 1 would be a wide receiver 3 on any other team, bro. Like it's
They
not like
just
he out
traded
there
a
forever.
second round
raise you
pick for
this.
DJ Moore in
Let me-
2026.
Let me raise you this.
That's how bad his situation is.
Let me raise you this. Rashard Bateman,
Zay Flowers.
James Cook, Dalton Kincaid, Dawson Knox. Stop fucking
Are we
playing
talking
with
about
me.
Dalton Kincaid, Mark Andrews, Isaiah Likely? Let's keep going.
Well, Isaiah Likely's not there no more. But
We're talking about what he had. We're talking about what he
Mark
had.
Andrews? Did you just say
What?
Mark Andrews in 2025? Are you fucking with me? Fucking with me right now? Mark Andrews in 2020. Are you
Nah,
fucking
Mark
with
Andrews was kind of crazy, bro.
He said Dawson Knox, bro. I had to.
me? Dawson Knox is better than Mark Andrews right now.
Yo.
Okay, now you, bro, bam,
Yo.
stop.
You
Stop, bro.
wild.
You
Now
are
you
tripping,
disrespecting
nigga.
your own
Hey,
player,
TK, I have a
Dawson
question for you.
Knox?
What's up?
I would trade Mark
Yeah,
Andrews
next
for Dawson
season.
Knox right now.
You say
And you would
like
cry.
what you're talking
Wait,
about,
wait,
like
cry after
Jalen.
the
Wait,
season.
let
You would beg
Gianni
for him to come back.
let Gianni say what he
You
gonna
say
say.
stuff like, okay, Jalen's job could be on the line maybe next season because if he doesn't perform, like you can get into that type of thing. But what about the accountability of the quarterbacks that are better than him that fold when it matters? Like
You
we
mean
need
like
to
which quarterbacks?
like Herbert because Herbert gets put in that top
Well, we
5
just
conversation.
said Herbert has. Wait, whoa! Who put him in top 5 conversations?
He has been in
top
top 5
5
Oh,
conversations.
yeah, and I don't know why the media does
People
that.
have
shit.
him over Burrow. I seen people have Herbert over Burrow. I don't know if that is.
I have seen that. I have seen him in very uncomfortable conversations he don't belong in.
Yeah,
I
he
saw
shouldn't be
that
top 5.
I saw like conversation of him being the same runner as Josh Allen, which I don't see at all. Herbert gets put on a lot of conversations that.
Never heard that before.
I've seen if man, literally if man.
Oh yeah, like Superman. They put him instead of the S, they put if basically.
Understand that I don't know why the media is obsessed with the Chargers. Like they don't just do it with.
It's because Justin Herbert is 6'6", 240, 250 with a rocket arm and can run a little bit.
Yeah,
That's the prototype quarterback.
Which is why he would be better than Jalen Hurts on the Eagles. But that's what's the problem. We'll move past that. But here's the only thing that is my issue. First of all, putting Justin Herbert top 5 is just insane. He's a top 10 quarterback, absolutely. I think we'd all agree with that. The top 5 is crazy. But most of these quarterbacks that you say, as far as I'm gonna answer your question, Gianni, as far as holding other quarterbacks accountable, like I mean, you love Lamar Jackson, but if you're going to talk about you would have to include Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen. I'm assuming you're talking about those quarterbacks, Joe Burrow, the elite quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson you can't say what you said about Lamar Jackson as far as the playoffs anymore. He does have to get to a Super Bowl. I agree with you there. I think Bam would agree with that clearly. Bam is talking about it every year. Lamar Jackson has no excuse. He has to win the Super Bowl. I think we'd all agree with that. Joe Burrow, his biggest issue is he can't stay healthy. Josh Allen, I feel like Josh Allen is one of those quarterbacks that honestly he's running out of excuses because we can't. Now he has a number one wide receiver in DJ Moore, so I feel like that would be
No,
the
he
reason why you.
don't. Let's be serious.
If anybody can bring DJ Moore back to that Carolina Panthers version of what he was, bro, it would be Josh Allen. 100%.
It's not gonna happen, but y'all keep going.
We'll
Yeah.
see. We'll see. I believe. I
Me.
believe that.
That's me personally. That's my opinion.
I think DJ
I
Moore's
think
gonna have
he's
a big
washed.
season. That's
And I
just
think that
crazy.
they overpaid him like crazy.
Not
They
even
overpaid
30.
for him like crazy.
He's not even
What?
30, nigga.
He's about to what is he,
He's
29?
29, about to be 30.
Come
Yeah,
on,
he's still,
bro. He would be 30 when the season started. He was already
Yo,
cooked.
29, 30 feels
bro,
the
when
same.
did 30 start becoming old, bro? He's not a running back, nigga.
Look at his
He's a wide
last 2
receiver.
years. Look at his last 2 years. I'm not saying his prime is actually fading
Oh,
a lot.
his prime is he's probably not in his prime anymore, but he's right outside of it, which
He's
is still pretty fun.
declining.
His
All right,
last
so
2 years, hold on. His last 2 years when Caleb wouldn't throw him the fucking ball.
Yeah, Caleb was what's Adonze. Like that was his guy.
when he was also dropping
Caleb
the ball. Come on, bro. Okay.
Which is cool, but again, what you gonna do on limited volume?
It was he went from a wide receiver 1 to a wide receiver 2, and he just gonna fit that role. But he's gonna be a wide receiver 1, which is what he's used to since his Carolina days. And I think Josh Allen, he's gonna have a big season. Like, don't be surprised if that nigga get like 1,100 yards. Like,
I wouldn't be surprised
touchdowns.
if he gets 700 yards either. But that's not gonna happen.
Who else he gonna throw the fucking ball to?
Exactly.
Yeah, who else he gonna throw the ball to?
Like, come on, bro.
I'm being disrespectful. I'm sorry.
That's hell.
Hey.
But yeah, Gianni, that's why. I mean, that's why I feel like those would be quote unquote the excuses for those other quarterbacks.
But
I mean, bro, Jalen Hurts won a Super Bowl. I can't say shit, bro. It doesn't matter what the fuck I say.
But TK, I want to know one thing too, because I've been seeing this for my quarterback and Bam's quarterback. I this a lot that Lamar gets scrutinized, Jalen gets scrutinized. Lamar gets scrutinized. I remember when he was like rehabbing or something like that, the media was like calling him a bad leader because he was not out there for the teammates, which was stupid. We can all agree. But why they're attacking quarterbacks? Why they're attacking like Jalen, Lamar, but they need to attack, I feel, like Josh.
You know
Justin,
exactly why.
you know,
I don't even know why you
Joe.
asked this question. You know why, buddy. You know exactly why. You know why.
Yeah, we know.
Even as much as we criticize Jalen and these guys, we know that they are held to a unfair standard. Lamar is the perfect issue with that. They went on First Take or Get Up or whatever the fuck it was this morning and said Lamar wasn't at voluntary workouts.
When he was.
And he was at workouts.
And then they deleted the tweet like on Twitter. It was just embarrassing. But here's my thing.
They shit on Jalen all the time. And again, some of it is completely unfair. Some of it is completely unfair. Like,
Bam, I think we both agree that the issue is since forever, bro. The media has always said you can't win with a black quarterback that's run heavy, that can run the football, that can basically you can't win with a quarterback that can throw you 3,000 yards with a quarterback that can rush for 1,000 yards, which makes absolutely no sense. But yet we've seen it with a guy like Jalen Hurts. Nobody says anything about that anymore, but they still tend to use this excuse for Lamar Jackson, which makes no sense because clearly Jalen Hurts showed you that you can quote unquote win with the quarterback that is run. Jalen Hurts is not the best passer, but he's a damn good runner, bro. You can win with those type of quarterbacks if you put the right pieces around him. And yet Lamar Jackson still has to deal with that stereotype.
Yeah, because
and it makes absolutely no sense. I think what it is they can't come up with a new excuse for Lamar because they said Lamar James could have won a playoff game. Okay, he wins a playoff game. They say Lamar James could have won 2 playoff games. He wins 2. They say he's going to go to an AFC championship game. He goes to an AFC championship. Now they're saying he can't go to a Super Bowl. That's why Lamar Jackson needs to.
You know
what? Wait. Do you know what will be when the day that Twitter will blow up, man? Twitter is going to absolutely explode when this nigga Lamar Jackson wins the Super Bowl. In the media that continues to hate on Lamar can't say that lame white ass excuse anymore, bro. That shit is gonna be.
They're gonna have to, bro. They're gonna have to deactivate my fucking page, bro. I swear to God, they're gonna have to deactivate my page. I am going fucking bananas, and I'm not even really a social media nigga. But the day he win a bowl, bro, they're going to deactivate my page, bro.
I'll say this:
it's gonna be nasty, bro.
The way the media too is like. the way like they treat Lamar and they treat Jalen, honestly, I hope to God, man, that we meet in the Super Bowl because I want to hear what the media will say
I want to
during
hear it too, bro.
during
And
a week.
my thing about criticism when it comes to Jalen Hurts is that it is never based in like it's never straight. It's never really just analytical. Like if you want to say, okay, he is lackluster as a passer, but good as a runner, but he's a winner, he's a leader. You want to say that that's completely on brand for any criticism of Jalen Hurts. But then when it gets to shit like it gets off the rails. Like what are we talking about? People will make up shit, omit certain shit, and it's like you don't see that for other quarterbacks. You don't see people just omitting shit for Josh Allen or Joe Burrow. They will find any stat that pumps them up, but they'll ignore shit. Like Lamar threw for 41 and 4. We have never seen a greater touchdown and interception ratio, but out of anybody. And TK, I tell you, we are stands of prime Aaron Rodgers. Aaron
Yeah,
Rodgers ain't never do that.
yeah, Rodgers never did that. Like that's the crazy thing. Like because Rodgers is always high to like a standard because of who he is and how consistently great of a thrower he is, but he never had a season like Lamar.
They never do that.
Lamar had probably the best one of the best quarterback seasons I ever seen, honestly. Probably since Peyton threw that 55 touchdown.
Yeah, it's gonna be really, really uncomfortable conversation with Lamar Jackson going to Super Bowl. It's just
I'm
it's
rooting
gonna blow
rooting
up.
for Eagles and Ravens next season because I want to see the conversations the media is going to have those 2 weeks, man. Because they're going to probably feel uncomfortable in talking about it, but it will be something to watch if it happens. That's why I'm rooting for it because just to see how the media reacts to it.
Well, it'll be more. That's something we'll have to wait and see if we'll see, ladies and gentlemen. And with that being said, man, that's a great episode. We kind of drifted off there towards the end, but it's kind of fun when we do shit like that. We need to convince PC to do it. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you for tuning in this week. Episode 261, and we'll be on episode 300 soon. We got to do something big for the big 300. 300, we got to do something big. We'll come up with something for you guys. Thank you for my boy Jello, Gianni, and Bam tuning in. And we'll be back next week.